Peace and blessings, everybody. It's me, Mike Ken, aka Rogue Spiritual. How was y'all Thanksgiving? Mine was awesome. Spent time with my family. Happy Sunday, by the way. So, to get to the meat of the matter, has anybody ever thought that your classmates, my classmates, all that go through this scholastic effect syndrome, if you will? I don't know what the therapists call it. Don't quote me as a therapist, but the best way to say it, the scholastic effect syndrome, is like when niggas had dreams of going to Harvard, like they literally was working towards it. Had dreams of going to Harvard, had dreams of being a doctor, this and that, but they gave it all up for the streets, and they just gave that dream up for the streets. And as they delve into it more and more, they realized they didn't know what they was doing, that they was green-eyed in the whole situation. I think that's the best way to sum up the scholastic effect syndrome. Just like something that a therapist said, a high school reunion syndrome, like how all the lit niggas and the lit bitches, the popular kids and all that, or popular classmates, wind up struggling in life, wind up being drug addicts and homeless and this and that, and going through the worst of the worst. So I think we should talk about scholastic effect syndrome, which is serious, which is real, because we all know a classmate that been there, that was working towards Harvard, that was working towards scholarships and working towards being a doctor. I knew a couple in the class of '06, in the class of '07, as well as my class of '07 in BLA. So I'm not gonna name them, but I named one of them on the record. I was just mad and unstable, my demon time. But anyway, so I knew a couple of scholars that was like working, doing good in school, getting straight A's, and then they wind up getting scholarships, working towards scholarships, going to college, this and that, wanting to be the best upstanding citizen, this and that, as if it's gonna change them for being black type of shit. And I don't feel sorry for them. It's just that karma deceived them. Even the devil deceived them. You know what's so crazy? The devil always knows how and way to say shit. That's not part of their secret knowledge of evolution, but given that it's Sunday, the devil has the gift and knowledge and everything aligning with evolution. Okay? So it's so real that the devil had, with the devil's gift of evolution, you got people praying to the devil, knowing when to say shit and all that. You got people praying to the devil so they can get that gift and get that knowledge of evolution, to the point that the devil deceives them. That will always be the devil's secret, But if you stick with God, God will show you something that's way better than evolution. He will give you peace. He will give you sanity. He will tell you to be still. You would know when to be still. You would know when to react. That's how good it is. So talking about these students who's currently going through a scholastic effect syndrome, is like, I don't even have to see them to know that they're in the streets. They gave all that up for the streets. They didn't know what to do. They hit their first blunt. They got turned the fuck out, And it's crazy how people believed in these scholars to the point that they bow to a mortal. Oh, he's going to be the best student of the year. Oh, he's a valedictorian. Oh, she's going to Harvard, this and that. While the rest of us is like, hey, what the fuck? Like, she's just a human being. Let him and her do them. Let them find themselves or whatever, because we literally had this. We literally was blessed with the freedom to find ourselves and explore who the fuck we are before we came into this point. The scholars did not have that much to do that. And you know what's so crazy? It's coming from somebody like me, who's the oldest and the overachiever. So I know what it's like to be an overachiever. I know what it's like not wanting to fuck up, to the point that I have to give myself a chance to fail. I mean, it's so real. Look what I'm doing with this music. Look what I'm doing with my comic book, or whatever the case is. Look what I'm doing with all my dreams and everything that God has blessed me with. God has given me a chance to fail. So to the scholars that I comment on, they never had a chance to fail. However, they always knew when to say shit. They were sort of like adulted children in a way. Like, you know how those kids are so evil that they grow up too quick. They be knowing what to say. They be knowing what they doing or whatever to the point that they're possibly wicked. You know? But seriously, if you are an overachiever or somebody that couldn't fail and you realize your dreams and you had to find yourself who you are, guess what? God guided you to your infinite potential and he told you, because I know what it's like, that you needed a chance to fail in the name of Jesus. Okay? I am pushing 40. All that demon time shit that everybody showed up for is over. I've been on my demon time for 15 plus years. And even before I was blessed with this crib, I started to chill more because God got to me. God spoke to me, you know? And I'm blessed with a tribe. God like closed his doors on shitty friends, shitty boyfriends a long time ago and all this other stuff. And now I'm chilling. Yeah, I'm over here thugging it out with very few cigarettes or whatever the case is. Got to find a new connect, but I'm chilling more. I'd rather have a lot of food than a lot of cigarettes. Okay? My freezer's full. My fridge is blessed. I'm always going to eat. Okay? But to the ones that are going through a scholastic syndrome, you did this to yourself. And honestly, you knew what you was doing to the point that you wanted to catch the man that I caught. You know, you was like the college girls from the ghetto. You didn't know what to do when it came to getting a street nigga. You didn't know what to do when it came to getting trade. You didn't know what to do you didn't know what to do when you hit that first blunt. You didn't know what to do with how to bag up the first weed or what. You didn't know what to do. But y'all was the niggas that the whole school bowed to because y'all was aspiring scholars. And guess what? It's something called life that got to you. Praise be to Jesus. Thank you.